Shalom, listeners. Welcome to our daily Hebrew verse exploration. Today, we're delving into a deeply meaningful and widely recognized blessing from the Torah. It's a verse that has resonated through ages and holds a special place in Jewish tradition and beyond. Our verse for today is from the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 24. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Let's embark on this spiritual and linguistic journey together and uncover the richness of this ancient blessing. First, let's immerse ourselves in the verse by hearing it in its entirety in Hebrew. I'll read the verse aloud, and I encourage you to listen closely to the sounds and flow of the language. After the reading, we'll take a brief pause to absorb the words, allowing their significance to resonate with us. As we prepare to immerse ourselves in the Hebrew recitation of this verse, there's an important aspect of Hebrew language to note. Unlike English, Hebrew is read and written from right to left. This is a fundamental characteristic that shapes how we engage with the text. It's interesting to note that ancient Chinese script also shared a unique directional feature, being traditionally written in vertical columns, read from top to bottom and right to left. Though the directions differ, both languages showcase the beautiful diversity of script orientation in human language. Now let's experience the verse in its entirety in Hebrew. I'll read it aloud, and I invite you to follow along, remembering to track the text from right to left. After the reading, we'll take a moment to pause and let the words resonate, setting the stage for our deeper exploration in the sections to follow. Read the verse in Hebrew here.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
Let's pause for a moment to reflect on the words we've just heard. Feel the weight and beauty of the language, and consider the deep meanings that are about to unfold as we explore each word and phrase in detail. Moving on to section 2, we'll delve into the intricacies of the sentence structure found in our verse. First of all, we start with the most crucial part of the sentence, the subject. Interestingly, in this Hebrew sentence, the subject is located in the middle, not at the beginning as we might expect in English. This placement highlights a unique aspect of Hebrew syntax. The verb often precedes the subject. Let's take a closer look now at the first component of our verse, which is God's name, composed of 4 Hebrew letters. This name, known as the Tetragrammaton, it's a name so sacred and revered that it transcends ordinary language, reminding us of the divine's ineffable nature. In Jewish tradition, this name is not pronounced as it is written. Instead, out of deep respect, Adonai, meaning the Lord, is used during readings and prayers. This practice underscores the profound reverence and awe reserved for the divine, acknowledging the holiness and the mystery that surrounds God's name. We're not just talking about a word, we're delving into a concept that is central to faith and spirituality, a symbol of the divine that is beyond our full understanding. This name signifies God's eternal and unchanging nature, a constant reminder of the divine presence in the world and in our lives. Understanding this aspect of the blessing enriches our appreciation of its depth and the profound connection it establishes between us and the divine. As we reflect on this name, let's bear in mind the weight of tradition, respect, and sanctity that it carries, bringing us closer to the heart of the blessing. After delving into the most crucial part of our verse, the name of God, let's move forward to another fascinating aspect of Hebrew language, its root system. In Hebrew, most words are built around a core set of consonants, typically 3, known as a root or shoresh. This root encapsulates a fundamental meaning, and by varying vowels, adding prefixes, suffixes, or infixes, a wide array of related words can be created. From this root system, verbs are developed to express different tenses, voices, and aspects, such as past, present, future, or imperative. Additionally, verbs can be modified to indicate the object and the subject, showing who is performing an action and who is receiving it. This allows for a nuanced expression of interactions and relationships. For example, in our verse, we have two pivotal verbs, bless and keep. 1. Bless. The verb bless comes from the root beracha, B-R-K. In our verse, it's conjugated as yebracha or yevareshech, demonstrating a future tense where God is the one blessing and a singular individual is the receiver. This form integrates the root with specific markers to denote future action and the direct object. 2. Keep. Similarly, the verb keep originates from the root shemerar. It's presented as yeshemrecha, yishmerecha or yishmerech, also in the future tense, with God as the protector and an individual as the one being protected. This conjugation showcases how Hebrew verbs incorporate the object, directly attaching it to the verb. These verbs, stemming from their respective roots, are not only actions, but are laden with deeper implications, portraying a relationship of care, protection, and favor. They exemplify how Hebrew's root system is a dynamic and powerful tool for conveying complex ideas and relational nuances. Third section, pronunciation practice. Now, let's practice pronouncing this beautiful verse together. I'll say it slowly 3 times, and I encourage you to repeat after me to get comfortable with the pronunciation. Pronunciation of the verse, slow.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
Pronunciation of the verse, normal.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
Great job. Remember, practice is key to mastering the pronunciation. Feel free to rewind and repeat as many times as you need. Conclusion and encouragement. Thank you for joining me today to explore and practice this profound blessing from the Book of Numbers. I encourage you to reflect on its meaning and incorporate it into your daily meditation or prayer routine. Keep practicing and feel free to share this blessing with others. Join us tomorrow for another enriching verse from the Hebrew Scriptures. Shalom and blessings.